What up? This is George I. Courtright, and I am back with another Mad Week for your ass. As you can see, I'm by myself. All by myself. That's a little, my American Idol chops for you. That's what I do here's and there's. So I want to thank you for everyone tuning in. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching me. Thanks for giving a fuck what I think about things, because you don't have to. Guess what? You got your own opinions. You can listen to yourself, but you decide to tune in, listen to me, see what the fuck I have to say, see what I have to say about it, and just form your own opinion. Unfortunately, I don't have somebody to bounce things off of this week, but to make up for it, I did a little research and gonna give you a few more visuals. So I learned how to do some more things so I can bring you make things a little bit more entertaining, since I don't have anybody to bounce things off of, and I will show you what that's all about a little bit later. So what did I do this weekend? Last weekend, the wife and I went to the Larry Fitzgerald Celebrity Softball Tournament. Tend to go to that most years. I think it's the 7th annual that was this year. And I might have missed 2 over the years, but usually go make them. People who attended, the celebrities in attendance, were Anquan Bolden, Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu. These are, of course, Larry's teammates. So, of course, they're going to be there. Anquan Bolden used to be a teammate, just like Andre Roberts, who was there. Drew Stanton, who was there. Also, T.O. made an appearance. Tyson Chandler and Eric Bledsoe from the Suns made an appearance. And the lovely Jordan Sparks. And I have a little bit of picture here. So this is Jordan Sparks, Larry Fitzgerald, and T.O. kicking it. We had some good seats. We're on the bottom level, and probably about 8 rows up or some shit from the dugout. And everybody was being real nice and giving kids autographs, on any and everything. The foam fingers, they were throwing those out, T-shirts and all that stuff. They even gave, they were auctioning off some stuff. They even gave a little kid authentic signed Larry Fitzgerald jersey for $5. He probably was with like the big group, like I think it was Boys and Girls Club or something like that. He was, a little kid was with a group, but nonetheless, they sold a dude, previously sold it to him for $700. Then they give it to this little kid $5. I would have been pissed, but then again, hey, help children out. So back to me. See, that's one thing I did. Hey, I gave you the visuals and you heard my audio over it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I learned how to do that shit. Hopefully it worked. I'm not sure it worked because I can't watch and do the shit at the same time. I can only see what I see right here. So I am trying. And that's what I did Saturday. The rest of the weekend, watched a lot of movies. And I decided, hey, I'm going to share that with you guys if we have time at the end. Most likely we'll have time. I'll go over the movies and tell you my thoughts on it. Tell you if you should go see them or not, or see them from your home. Some very interesting movies. None that were the best thing ever, but none were the worst thing ever either. So at the end, I'll take you through that. And guess what? I took the week off last week, but I have a mad dub of the week for you, and I actually like it, and I want to thank the people who helped me do that. And when it comes to that time, we shall do that. All right, so let's get right into the news here. And breaking news, absolutely breaking news. There was a major disturbance, a rumble at my house today. No, it wasn't between me and the wife. No, it was between the dogs. And it was all over one of those damn chew bones. One of them wanted the one that there's enough chew bones to go around. There's two dogs, two chew bones. They both want the same damn bone. So a little bit of scrap, shit, and blood. There's fucking blood dripping off the dog. One of the dogs didn't have a scratch. She the one that fucking started the shit and just whooped the other one. But blood dripping on my fucking kitchen floor and carpet. So it was nasty. And this is what we had to do to bandage her up. Yeah. She looks like a little lizard because we ace bandaged her head. And yeah, she ain't feeling too hot. Plus, she just lost. So she probably just embarrassed because she gotta have a fucking head wrap. And then, damn, I got my ass whooped today. And I still gotta live with this bitch. Ha! Yes. So that is breaking news. A fucking dog fight. So, I know it ain't shit to y'all, but hey, it involved blood. It's fucking news to me, and I had to fucking help clean that shit up. But anyways, before we go any further, I just want to send my condolences out to Kenny Smith. And, I don't know Kenny Smith. I'm talking about the ex-NBA player, the NBA analyst or whatever on TNT and shit. But, even though I don't know him, I like to give shouts out and just give support to people who have entertained me over the past and who get me through my life. Keeping me putting smiles on my face. That, the show with Shaq, Ernie, Charles Barkley, and Kenny, that's probably one of the most entertaining sports shows that's out there. Unfortunately, it's only basketball, but when they get together, they have a good time and it's just very entertaining. So Kenny Smith wasn't there yesterday and probably not going to be there for a couple days. I'm not sure how long he's out, and that's due to his mom passing. Her name was Annie Mae Smith, and she was 80, so R.I.P. Annie Mae Smith. And crazy thing, in 2015, I had a close friend of mine since since kindergarten and on. He was a friend of the family and all that stuff. He passed in 2015. Got a little message across my Facebook today saying that it was his birthday today. So happy birthday, Mike John. Rest in peace to you as well. We miss you. And not tarnish either of those condolences, rest in pieces. Let's bring things up, because although I just found out that this song has been around for 4 years, it's just making its resurgence on social media. Martin Lawrence posted it on his site. I'm a fan of Martin Lawrence on Facebook. Mike Epps posted it on his Facebook. I'm a fan of Mike Epps, and it's just doing its circulation. As soon as I heard it, I sent it out to several people. If I didn't send it out to you, sorry, but I had to. I really couldn't go without putting it on my show. And if you haven't heard it, I'm gonna give you some right now. Very catchy, fucking hilarious. So here it goes.
I really miss my nigga. I really miss my nigga. White people, you can sing it too, just change that into a W. Miss my wigger. Just say, I really miss my wigger. Back to the song. Was at the hospital bed. Said, nigga, are you dead? My nigga said, yeah. And I said, no. Why'd you have to go? Reached out to his ghost in slow-mo. I put a trigger for my nigga, then I burst in the air. Nurse said you can't do that here. I said, bitch, I don't care. She said you don't care, but his part's important. Help me lift this nigga up and put him in the dead nigga storage. I said, dead nigga storage? You joking? She said, I'm joking. It was just a joke. I said, I'm gonna shoot you in the face and call it a joke. She said, the best way to cheer up is to laugh. I said, bitch, I'll cheer up after this bloodbath. I want the whole world to know what it's like to lose a nigga. I lost my nigga to a hernia. I lost my nigga to a hernia. I really miss my nigga. This breakdown. Really miss my nigga. White people, I really miss my wigger. This song is about equality. I really miss my nigga. Let's sing it together. I really miss my nigga. But white people, if a black person next to you and they look real pissed, you better stop it. I really miss my nigga, cause I ain't responsible for your well-being.
So that was it. That absolutely cracked me up, and you know it's just something silly, and seeing somebody make his own videos. As you know, I'm doing my own videos. I'm not making up my own songs, but making up my own videos, and I just thought the creativity on that was fucking hilarious to me. Plus, it just kind of, there's a whole bunch of niggas in that song. And back in the day, growing up, I had a little battle with, just thinking how I should approach that word, the word nigga. I had a whole bunch of white friends, and, I really didn't say it much growing up. But yet it was still in our music and rap music. They say it a lot, and I just chose not to actually say it, and was getting offended when people would say it because it's absolutely stupid and all that stuff. It causes controversy. Oh, black people can say it, white people can't. Although, times have changed and all this bullshit. So I decided not to say it. And then in college, for some reason, it just popped into my head where it's actually kind of funny. The fucking word is kind of funny because people just use it, and it really doesn't mean shit anymore. It really doesn't, because it's used so much. The solidity, the effectiveness is actually pretty fucking watered down. So it just turns it into just, it's fucking hilarious when it says, like, using the F-bomb or any other kind of like cuss word in the right manner. It's fucking hilarious. And the way he did it on this one is fucking hilarious. So find it very entertaining. Hopefully you did too. That was by GMC Faux Show on YouTube. I actually went and checked out his YouTube page, and he has a bunch of shit on there. I looked at another one of his songs. The shit's fucking hilarious. If I ever start making up my own songs, it'll be similar to that, and just bullshitting. Doing shit to make people fucking smile in these fucking hard times, because it is a mad world out there, and that's why I'm doing a mad week. So that's the fun side of fucking shit, that song. So let's talk about some of the bullshit that's been going on in this world. Like this Thai man who kills his daughter on Facebook Live. He hangs his 11-month-old daughter. This was on Wednesday. He hangs his daughter, and then he hangs himself next to her. So it's a murder-suicide with his own daughter, and posted on Facebook. People are just using social media to do fucking evil shit. It might have been last week or the week before we talked about the Facebook Live killer that was from Cleveland and shit. These motherfuckers, it's crazy out there. you wonder what the fuck are you getting into. You never know who your neighbor is. You never know who your coworker is. You never know who the person next to you on the street is. Be safe out there. This fucking mad motherfucking world out there. Shit, you don't even know me. You really don't. You really don't. So yeah, motherfucker kills his daughter. On Wednesday as well, they found a woman trapped in a hole under a shed in a man's backyard. So this dude in Ohio kidnapped this 30-year-old woman. He was 45 and put her in a hole that was underneath one of those, utility sheds, tool shed or whatever in his backyard. This is premeditated shit. This man dug this fucking Silence of the Lambs hole in his fucking shed because he thought about this to put somebody in there. He put her in there. But this man has had mental issues. He's had run-ins with the cops before. Well, it was with drugs, and then he was found on his lawn with a gun before, and had the police called over to him. This man obviously had mental issues and should not have been amongst society, but he was out there, and then he kidnapped somebody and hit her on a shit. Man, the shit's scary, man. The shit is fucking scary. It is fucking scary out there. A mad world. A mad world. So that happened on Wednesday as well. Oh, I don't know if any of you guys or gals watch The Bachelor out there, but Chris Soules, the Bachelor from season 19 of The Bachelor, of the same name, he was in a car accident. He rear-ended a tractor. Oh, by the way, this dude is from Iowa. I'm from Iowa. This motherfucker is from Iowa. He's back in Iowa, and he rear-ended somebody Monday night. An older gentleman in a tractor rear-ended the tractor, and both his truck and the tractor went into the ditch. The guy on the tractor ended up dying. And so as of right now, they're not saying that he had any alcohol in his blood system. And when the story first popped up, they were saying that, he ran this person off the road and left the crime scene. And that was just the headlines. That was the story. But now lawyers have come out with statements saying that he actually did the necessary things. Like when they went in the ditch, he called 911, told everything, that needed to tell, tried reviving the guy, making sure that he wasn't dead. Unfortunately, he did die. But nonetheless, he did leave the scene of the crime, and witnesses said that he walked down the street a ways and hopped into a truck with somebody else. And from the story that I read, they're saying that the person in the truck that picked him up, if he knew that Chris left the scene of a crime, the person in the truck could be arrested as well. Oh yeah, Chris was arrested and let out on bail for $10,000. But yeah, that was a fucking crazy story. And just, knowing that the dude in the truck could actually get in trouble as well because he picked up pretty much a fugitive or, somebody, doing some bullshit. That's fucking crazy to me. So yeah, Chris Soules killed somebody by rear-ending a tractor. And yeah, man, you never know. You never know what may happen. It's just crazy out here, and people are just doing people are creating problems on their own. People are causing problems on their own when natural shit like this. Well, I don't know how natural it is, but people are doing insane shit to cause unnecessary drama, unnecessary problems. And I say that because, shit like this fucking happens. People are murdering people. People are injuring people and killing them all, in car accidents and shit. And then people choose to say stupid shit like Eli Natase. I think I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce his name. The Romanian tennis captain and shit, 70-year-old motherfucker, talking about Serena Williams' baby. The world, and this dude is Romanian, but I know race relations aren't the best. I said this last week and probably the week before that race relations are not the greatest in the United States right now, and shit just keeps hitting the fan when it comes to that. And Eli Natase had to go and say some bullshit because, once again I said Serena Williams pregnant with her fiance, the Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. I'm not good with names, just so you know. I ain't good with fucking names. But I wrote down Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, who is white, and Serena Williams are having a child, and the Romanian motherfucker had to say, let's see what color it has. Chocolate with milk? Alright, is that really bad? No, it's not that bad. Did it need to be said? Fuck no. It definitely didn't need to be said, especially when you're in the spotlight and you know it's gonna fucking hit in media anytime you say some shit like that. It's not gonna get dropped. It's not gonna fucking get dropped. And to follow up, obviously it got out. Serena made a remark, this bullshit. It's heard that, people are still doing this shit and all this stuff. So on the next chance that he could have just said, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't actually mean, in a harsh way. He kind of said that, but what he said was, if I said she would have an ugly black baby, that would have been racist. If I said she would have had an ugly black baby, that would have been racist. Yeah, man, you just really stupid if you think that's an apology or that's gonna make you look better by saying something you shouldn't have said. That means you just said it by saying I shouldn't have said, or if I would have said, that means you fucking said it. So you fucking did something. The first statement, alright, it was bad, it wasn't horrible. The follow-up, that was fucking worse than the first one. So motherfuckers are just stupid. Race relations like this. Why touch on this shit? And another race type relation situation. Jessie Williams and his wife are getting the divorce. Jessie Williams is known as the actor that's on Grey's Anatomy, and he's a biracial actor, and he's very advocate for black rights and all that stuff. He made this popular speech on the BET Awards in 2016. Well, Jessie Williams and his wife are getting divorced. They have 2 kids, and now he is allegedly dating Minka Kelly, and Twitter and all kinds of social media is going off saying that how is this half white, half black, or whatever he is, biracial guy who's an advocate for black rights dating a white person. All right, why is it a fucking situation? It's fucking 2017. Why is it a fucking situation? Why is everybody getting their panties in a bunch because somebody is one color and another person is another color? Why the fuck does it fucking matter? It really fucking doesn't. Shit, it really doesn't. Man, it's 2017. It is 2017. We should be more advanced as a society, more advanced as people, more advanced, just more mature and shit. It is fucking crazy. And that's my second race-related story. I think the last race-related story also has a video on this one. the Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture is a company that is predominantly used by African Americans for hair care and skin care type products. To give you a little background on Shea Moisture, because I had to educate myself on this in order to tell you, but something I probably need to know. Shea Moisture was founded in Harlem by Liberians. Once again, I'm not good with names. Naima Tubman and Richelieu Dennis. It was founded on an idea that Dennis's grandma from Sierra Leone had when she sold shea butter in the village in Sierra Leone back in 1912. So he took the idea of his grandma, made it into a business, and now it's a pretty flourishing type business, and it's known, I know, at least countrywide, but probably worldwide. And they made a controversial video, which, well, it's a commercial. I will give you the video and be back with you and see what you think.
People would throw stuff in my hair, and then I'd just be walking and there'd be little paper balls in my hair. I hated it because it's oh, I have this, and people make fun of me for it.
It was lots of days staring in the mirror I don't know what to do with it.
I just didn't feel like I was supposed to be a redhead. I dyed my hair blonde for 7 years of my life, platinum blonde.
I didn't really embrace my natural hair. But then, as I got older, I learned how to do it, and I learned how to love it. Shea Moisture, holy grail right here.
It just gives us all the results that we need. It's kind of that go-to product.
I think a good hair day is the best kind of day. I feel like I have conquered the world.
I love my hair. I love the volume. I love the curl. I love the texture. I love everything about it. Everything about it.
Everybody
gets love.
Alright, there's more to it, but I decided to cut it short because we don't need it all. Now, was that really bad? Was it really bad? Oh, to some people it was, because there's white people in the commercial. There's some people out there that think that, this African American company that started by catering to the African American culture, by offering them products that are usually not offered, in normal spots, Revlon and, Pert and all that shit. Pert Plus, Prel and I don't know all the fucking hair products and all, shit like that. They usually don't have a wide variety of African American specific products. So Shea Moisture came along, gave that opportunity, offered products for African Americans, and now people think they are selling out or just going against their black consumers by adding white people in the commercial, showing that it's a versatile product that, all right, yes, we made a product that's used for African Americans, but it can be used by anybody. Yeah, we have this customer base, but guess what? It's not just for African Americans. Anybody can use the shit, and it helps your fucking hair. But people are pissed off because they're saying that, oh, you're turning your back. You're just trying to make more money. It's a goddamn company. Of course you're trying to make money. No, they're not trying to slap black people in the face and say, fuck you, I'm trying to get this white money. They just being a fucking company and trying to offer a product for anybody. Shit. I'm just getting sick of seeing all this shit. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did all this fucking work. Civil rights did all this work to fucking make shit equal. And right now, shit is going backwards as a motherfucker. It's fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy. But anyways, I'm going to get off my soapbox. And go right into potato chips. Technology is a fucking beast. Although society is going backwards when it comes to race, technology is advancing forward because they are starting to do dumb shit with technology. That dumb shit includes Doritos making a limited edition chip bag that plays the soundtrack to the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 movie, and it's rechargeable. Take a look at this shit. So you can plug your fucking earphones into the damn bag, and it plays the whole fucking soundtrack. And guess what? If it's limited edition, so it's probably gonna be worth something. So most people probably gonna keep it closed and gonna have some stale ass chips in the damn bag for whatever. But guess what? Are you really gonna take this around? Are you really gonna listen to the damn bag? You gonna sit down and listen to a bag of chips, and then if the battery dies, or when the battery dies, I guess there's going to be a way for you to recharge it, and so you can keep listening to the soundtrack. But yes, it's very creative. I understand it's very creative, but shit, you're really going to listen to a bag of Doritos? If you're going to listen to a bag of Doritos, you should listen to your conscience telling you you shouldn't be eating that damn bag of Doritos. Maybe that's what you should fucking listen to. All right, so that is that. Did that. Oh, shit, airline news, man. I don't know if people are just starting to ride the wave on airline shit. Is it just because one thing happened and more shit's coming out? Or is the airlines just starting to fuck up? American Airlines had a little mishap last Friday when one of their flight attendants, a male flight attendant, mishandled a situation with a mother of two. This mom was trying to take a stroller onto the airplane, and strollers are not allowed on the airplane. So the flight attendant was saying, hey, you can't take it on there, and I guess she really, wasn't cooperative. He proceeded to yank the fucking stroller away from her. Needless to say, well, not needless to say, but mind you, she had a set of twins. She was taking care of a set of twins, so it was a big, two baby stroller. She was taking care of a set of twins, and he yanked it from her and almost hit the baby. Almost hit one of the fucking babies with the stroller and trying to take the stroller and, put it in that little walkway so it can get put down underneath the plane. That's what he was trying to do, but he was just such an asshole about it. And of course, everybody has their cell phones taking video and shit. So they didn't actually get the altercation where he almost hit the baby, but they got the aftermath after it. And fortunately, American Airlines, unlike United, stood up and did what was right, gave her first class seating for her next shit. And of course, they're probably going to do something more to compensate for their bullshit flight attendant. One of the bystanders, I'll say, a guy stood up for the right of that woman and was like, hey dude, if that was me, I'll whip your ass, boy. I'll whip your ass. And yeah, he kind of sounded like that too. If I know you wouldn't do that to me, I'll whip your ass. So, something like that. But, it's just a good Samaritan standing up and, coming to the aid of somebody instead of just being on his fucking phone watching, which most of these people are doing. Nobody's standing up for what the fuck is right, standing up to the fucking wrong shit. All right, on the street or something, yeah, you fear your fucking life, but this fucking flight attendant wasn't gonna pull out a gat and fucking go buck on him. No. So why could you not stand up for what was right? This lady was getting accosted pretty much by this dude, flight attendant, and if need be, this dude would have helped out. The bystander would have helped out, and shit is just fucking crazy. It seems like each week I'm having some kind of airline story, and people are just being assholes. Is being a flight attendant that bad where you're just gonna be a fucking asshole? And to that, I got an update on the United. That David Dow, the one that got bloodied up from the United flight where he was pulled off. They have reached a settlement. They didn't say how much the settlement was, but I'm sure motherfucker got paid. So that is nice and closed. David Dow is getting some money from United. And United also released a statement saying that to prevent that shit from happening again, they will be offering up to $10,000 to remove people from their seats. So I might start flying United, just to get offered a lot of money so I can just stay there and work from the hotel for, overnight and then come home or whatever in the morning. But yeah, that's what they fucking should have done anyways. Multi-million dollars, probably multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, you can afford, it most likely it will never get up to $10,000 for a fucking seat. At $3,000, man, $750, I would have, all right, I really ain't gotta be where I'm going. So $750 plus a free flight, yeah, I'll be out. But $10,000 is what they're offering from now on. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, ESPN has some layoffs, man. So people are a lot of personalities, over 100 layoffs at ESPN. A lot of on-screen personalities, on radio personalities, journalists, and all that stuff lost jobs just because a lot of people aren't watching the same way as they used to, sitting in front of the TV as they used to. They're going on, social media. They're going on, directly to the ESPN website to get information and all that stuff. So they just need to revamp how they were doing what they were doing. Plus, there's a bunch of old people there that have all these contracts and shit because, they've been there umpteen years. So, they're going to keep getting that money the longer they stay. Some special names that have been laid off. Trent Dilfer, of course. Nobody gives a fuck about Trent Dilfer anyway. Who cares about Trent Dilfer? Jay Crawford, Andy Katz, Ed Warder, Danny Canal, Jason Stark. These are some of the people who are no longer at ESPN. So some of your favorite people who gave you your sports may no longer be there. Sorry for ya. Sorry, sir. Speaking of people who may be losing their job, I think we touched on that Bill O'Reilly situation and Fox News and how just the atmosphere over at Fox News was just not in favor of women. Well, days after the shit with Bill O'Reilly, this motherfucker Jessie Waters fucked up on air. And you know how Bill O'Reilly went and had his little vacation and then he ended up getting fired? Well, Fox News personality is taking a vacation after his comment. This is Jessie Waters commented. He commented, "I really liked how she was speaking into the microphone." He was talking about Ivanka Trump as she was talking about women's equality, which is fucking crazy. Not only the shit at your fucking job, the shit at your job was fucked up already when it came to this, but you talk sexually about a woman who was talking about women equality. The irony in that is just fucking crazy. So he is taking a vacation, and most likely he's going to be out of there because shit is fucking hot over there. I never watch Fox News anyway. I never watch the news. That's why I'm doing this. I told you that's why I'm doing this, because I don't watch fucking news. I need to find out my own news and tell you guys the fucking news with a little George twist. With a little George twist. It's like one of those unicorn frappuccinos. A little twist, something different. Alright. Actually, that shit was going to be on my news, and then I realized, fuck unicorn frappuccinos, fuck the dragon frappuccino, fuck all that. Alright. So, looks like that is all I got for actual news. What I'm going to do is give you some of this, some sports. Uh, I just saw this pretty much right before I went on the air, but there's this lineman. You know, the draft is tonight. By the way, Myles Garrett was taken first in the draft. Myles Garrett is a defensive end from Texas A&M, and he was chosen by the Browns, number 1. Good luck to you, and good luck to the Browns, although that ain't my team. Cardinals is my fucking team. Cardinals picked Hassan Reddick in the first round, and he is a linebacker from, I forgot to write that shit down. I don't really know it because I don't pay too much attention to college football, but hopefully this dude is going to come in and help us get that championship, get back to the Super Bowl. But back to this lineman from Western Kentucky. His name is Forrest Lamp. And he's going to be in this draft. They estimated that he was going to go in the first round somewhere. Before coming on, I didn't see that he had gotten drafted yet, but he got an endorsement from Lamps Plus. Forrest Lamp got an endorsement from Lamps Plus, pretty much just because of his name. That's all you got to do, is have a certain type of name, and you're going to get a bunch of money. So it's like being in the right place at the right time. Well, it's like being the right name at the right time. I don't know, whatever the fuck. I'm just pissed off. Somebody giving this motherfucking money just because his last name is Lamp. Come on, man. Shit. That's bullshit. Oh, and another NFL news. Adrian Peterson is now with the fucking Saints. I don't know who the fuck is calling me. Stop it. Adrian Peterson is with the Saints now, and Marshawn Lynch is coming out of retirement to play with the Raiders. So that is that's a fucking shakeup in the NFL, and that is officially. Oh no! All right. One last thing. I'm not sure if you heard this. I guess this has been going on for a while. Johnny Depp is broke. Johnny Depp. Now, Johnny Depp is suing his financial managers for $25 million because he is $40 million in debt. And he's saying it's their fault because his financial managers didn't manage his money right. Makes sense. You have $40 million in debt and you have financial managers. You shouldn't be in financial debt like that. But his financial managers are countersuing them because they're saying, hey, Johnny, you just a dumbass with your fucking money. You spend about $2 million a month just because of your lifestyle. I heard on the radio that he spends like $300,000 a month just in wine alone. So this is all alleged. I'm just saying what the fuck I heard. But Johnny Depp is broke. $2 million a month. $2 million a month. And that includes taking care of 14 homes. I know he has some in Europe and shit. So 14 of his homes. But anyways, Johnny Depp is in debt. Alright. And yeah, we're coming to the end. Oh no. I got another picture for you. Speaking of Johnny Depp in debt, guess who's not in debt? Jay-Z and Beyonce, they are going to be buying a $120 million home. And the mug is ridiculous. This looks like a factory, facility for, Silicon Valley or something. Looks like Google or some shit. But the funny fucking thing about this, yeah, it's $120 million. Fucking ridiculous, yeah. But if you can see, there are 2 pools right there. 2 pools. Those 2 pools look over onto a 3rd pool. Why do you need that many goddamn pools? Why do you need that many fucking pools? And the place is ridiculous. $120 million. But guess what? They need their space because they're going to have twins. And that's going to be added to their already current daughter, Blue Ivy. So it's going to be 5 people in the fucking house. Of course, they need all that space. Yeah, right. But anyways, let's get into the movies that I watched this weekend. One of the movies I watched this weekend was Get Out. And that is by Jordan Peele. He did his debut of creating movies and shit. That was pretty good. It was different. It touched on race relations and shit in kind of a horror slash comedic way. It is definitely worth watching. I enjoyed it. I would give it a B+. This is how I'm going to rate these movies. I'll give it a B+, like on a educational scale. B+. Get Out was B+. Definitely enjoyable. The Wedding Ringer. I hadn't watched that. This is the one with Kevin Hart and Josh Gad about Kevin Hart getting paid to be his best man and being his friend and shit. It's predictable, but just like any of those other movies, similar to, Wedding Crashers and all those R-rated comedies and shit that have been pretty popular in the past 15 so years. Yes, it was, predictable at the end, but it still caught me off guard and made me laugh. So I gave that an A- just because it was entertaining. I'd be able to watch that again. If it was on, I'd definitely watch that. 50 Shades Darker. I gave that shit a C+. This is that second installment of 50 Shades of Grey shit. Yeah, I watched it because I watched the first one, and I just want to know what the fuck people are talking about. I ain't going to read the book. And plus, it's got sexual activity and shit. I can be a perv, whatever. But, the story's predictable. As a matter of fact, they were saying some lines, and I said the next line. I haven't seen the motherfucker, but I can predict what was going to happen. So 50 Shades Darker, if your girl's into it, it ain't that bad to watch. Although Dakota Johnson, she ain't nothing special. You see her boobs, if that's what you want to call them, umpteen times in there. Blah, whatever. But, I like watching movies just so I can have my own opinion. Guess what? I just have my own opinion on it. C+. Baby Boy. This was a classic, I guess, in the hip-hop community, and I'm just now watching it. And that's because a lot of the shows that I listen to on the webcast that I listen to keep referencing scenes from that. So I wanted to watch it. This had Tyrese Gibson, and this was his first movie that he made when he got in the biz. And it had a young Taraji P. Henson. Yeah, and guess what? You see her boobies, but this was back in the day, and they were about the same as Dakota Johnson's. Blech, whatever, but it's Taraji, whatever. I gave this a B-, although there were some points that, were decent and were cool. All right, now I get it, and all this stuff. There's no way that can compare to the Boys in the Hoods, the Juice, the Menace to Society, movies like that. So it was just okay to me. I gave it a B-. Take it or leave it. We watched that Kong Skull Island, and it had Samuel L. Jackson in it. It was entertaining, but it wasn't special. I gave it a C+. It was worth watching to say you watched it, but I'm glad I ain't go spend money on that shit. I would have been very disappointed. Free at home, make your own snacks and shit, get your own drink out of the fucking fridge. Yeah, it's worth watching, because what else you gonna watch? Something stupid. You're gonna watch stupid shit anyway, so you might as well watch that, and now you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So go watch it, let me know what you think. We watched Split. That was that M. Night Shyamalan movie. Now, I gave this 2 grades. The movie itself, I gave a B. It had that M. Night Shyamalan, what the fuck's gonna happen, what's this all about and all that stuff. Very suspenseful, made you think about some shit. Kind of scary a little bit because, it could, you kind of could relate to it possibly happening and shit. But then the ending, which I will not give it away, and you really shouldn't with M. Night Shyamalan movies, give shit away, made it a goddamn A. almost A plus, but definitely an A for the ending of Split. It had me. Oh. That's how I ended the movie, like that. So the whole movie B, the ending A. If you've watched his good movies in past, Unbreakable especially, we will find out what I'm talking about by watching the end of Split. And if you liked it as much as I liked Unbreakable, you'd probably be a geek just like I was. So that was my movie review. I know Sigma Kappa wanted me to review some CDs and stuff. I have not done that. One thing I want to do, I said fuck Drake, but one thing I want to do is listen to that Kendrick Lamar and tell you what I think about it, because I appreciate his music, and people are saying, oh, it's an instant classic and all that shit. And I want to get my own opinion about it. So hopefully by next week I will listen to that and I will get back to you and let you know about that. So it's about that time. I made Mad Dub of the Week, and here it goes. And that was my Mad Dub of the Week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I want to thank Jay and Renee and little Nathaniel for helping me out with that. Had a good time putting that together with them. They let me shoot that in the apartment and whatnot. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. So I just want to send out thanks, and once again, thank you for supporting me. I do this because, hey, why the fuck not? It gives me something to do. It makes me feel like I have a little bit of purpose. I found out that I enjoyed making these videos and shit for you. I'm learning shit about the news. I can actually talk intelligently about some shit without saying, I never heard that, never heard about that. Now I know about some shit. And now I have my own opinions about it. So fuck anybody else who fucking hates my opinion. Fuck you guys. And you probably shouldn't be watching anyway. But anyways, I want to show my support. The reason I did this, because I was influenced when I'm at work. I tend to listen to webcasts, Tonight Show. So I watched Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I used to watch Conan O'Brien. Some of the podcasts or webcasts that I listen to are Corey Holcomb. Used to watch Speedy's Comedy Corner. I listened to In a Man's World with Louis Dix, TDP, and the Foxhole when that was on. Shouts out to Once Upon a Time Arsenio Hall and shit. These are people that I've been influenced by the years, and each day now I listen to a radio show out of New York called The Breakfast Club with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. And to support, I went and bought Charlamagne the God's book, Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. And it's just to show support, because if it wasn't for these shows and shit like that, I'd be bored as fuck at work, because I'm the type of person that needs sound when I'm doing things. It helps me control my thoughts and stay focused and shit. On the same note, like I said, I listen to the Corey Holcomb 5150 show, and one of the people that is on that is Darlene Ortiz, Ice-T's ex-wife. I supported her by buying her book. Some people will recognize this picture from Ice-T's, I think it's Power CD, his Power album back in the day when Ice-T was rapping and not just being on Law and Order, SVU, I think that's what it is. So I'm not a reader. I told you that before. So it's going to be hard for me to get into reading these. Darlene's I'm going to need to read actually read Charlemagne the God, I'm going to get the audio book and listen to that in the car. But while we're on books, I'm going to show you this shit. The Airbnb story. I'm on Airbnb as a host, and I guess I'm doing well enough that they thought they'd send me a book for free. So it's the story of how 3 ordinary guys disrupted an industry, made billions, and created plenty of controversy. It sounds interesting, but I'm not a reader, so most likely I ain't gonna read that. But guess what? You never know. So thank you guys for watching, and I got 1 more minute until 9 motherfucking clock. Crazy how the timing on this worked, but dude, I appreciate everything. Thank you guys. Jessie, I'm out.